Hello, dear one. This track is called In a Notebook. And in a notebook, and of many notebooks, that's where we get to write our fumbling and stumblings, our unedited selves show up on the page. And that's mine, our invitation. That whatever is going to land on the page, allow it. Allow it to come. So I have a poem with us that I'm gonna read out twice. As listening is one muscle itself. The invitation is just allowing the first time through, just to allow yourself to receive and be this open channel, if you will, that clean canvas. And then there's a invitation to have a writing prompt, that either one that sparks you, that you can continuously come back to one jump off line, that when we have a tendency to go into our heads, we can return to that prompt. And then I'm gonna read it to you the second time. And then my invitation is that you have your notebook and a timer. I personally love to write for 15 minutes and have an experience of, feels like a river of, oh my God, I don't know what to write. And then all of a sudden there's that over the edge, and then the pen just runs. You can also cut it in half and say, okay, I'm gonna write for 7-8 minutes, which I would do if we were in class together. And the whole idea is really not to, just as when we're dancing, we're not pausing to find the perfect next move, right? We just make that move. And the same thing with your pen. Just write, just allow it to, your brain to empty, almost as if your mind is only having one thing to do, and that is to follow, keep up with the tempo of the pen. And then allow that which lands. Say yes to everything. Meeting in that beautiful, sweet spot in between love and fear, certain and uncertain, doing, non-doing, everything, nothing, right? So pens ready, timer ready, paper ready, and then I'm gonna fade this beautiful In a Notebook track out and then read it to you twice. So it's called Walk Slowly, and it's by Dana Falls. It's quite short. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we will all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging towards forward without even knowing where I'm going. That many times I can make that choice to stop, to breathe, and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. I love just the title, walk slowly. I mean, walk slowly, da 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 da. You fill in the blanks and you can continue to come back to walk slowly. And so maybe you will have those suggested, that one, or as many times as I forget, dot dot dot. Yeah. I can make the choice to stop, to breathe, to yeah. So there's so many nuggets in there, and you can take one of mine or take your own, but really those jump off lines is just for us to get going. And if we begin to like find ourselves finding the best word, come back to walk slowly and then begin again. Yeah. This is you time for you time. It is really an opening of something that we don't know. So I'm going to read it to you again. Walk slowly, it says. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we will all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going, that many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe, and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. 15 minutes, 8 minutes, write, and then have a wonderful time. See ya.